Hello and welcome. You're watching Property Hotline with me, Kavita Krishnan, on India's first property business channel, Magicbricks Now. Today we are answering questions related to buying, selling, or investing in property. Our expert for the day is AS Sivaramakrishnan. He's the head of residential services at CBRE, and Shiva's joining us from Chennai. Welcome to the show, Shiva. Shiva?
Thanks, Kavita. Pleasure to be part of the show.
Yeah, let's get started. Harshad has called in with his question. Harshad, tell us what's your question.
Yeah, I am looking for property for residential flat in Bombay, not in Chennai.
Okay. No, that's not a problem, Harshad. It's just that Shiva's in Chennai today. That's all. He will answer your Bombay question. So go ahead and tell us what's your question.
Yeah, I am looking for residential flat in Bombay,
Okay.
near Kanjurmarg, Bandup or Vikhroli.
Okay.
I need 2-bedroom or 2.5 bedroom flat, and my budget is 1.5 crore onwards, maybe up to 1.75.
1.5 to 1.75 crore. Okay. Okay.
And it should be with 2 car parking.
With 2 car parking, have you identified any particular projects, anything that you have in mind?
Well, identifies one of the projects that I have in mind is under construction, but it is a very long period. It's Tata's one in Bandup.
Okay. So Harshad, tell me this. How long are you prepared to wait? Do you want a ready-to-move-in property, or are you willing to wait?
Ready to move is preferable, but I can wait for 2 to 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years, maximum 3 years.
Okay, Shiva, what options do we have in the Bhandup, Kanjurmarg, Vikhroli belt, which will probably get delivered in 2 to 3 years?
Harshad, there are a lot of opportunities available in this area. These are areas closer to Eastern Express Highway in Bombay, and there are a lot of options available. See, with respect to delivery, we can only talk about tentative time frames as far as delivery is concerned. Typically, what you've seen is that in these areas like Bandup, Vikhroli, Kanjurmarg, the generic capital values or the generic per square feet rate on a carpet area is around 16 to 17,000 rupees per square feet. So typically a 2 BHK hovers around 635 square feet to about 730, 750 carpet area. And it can very well come within the limits of 2.25 crores value. And there are a lot of opportunities, like you have got, if you look at it, under construction properties, Godrej has a property close to Vikhroli called Godrej Trees, which will be launched. The hard launch will happen close by. There is a small project called Eco Homes, called close to that LBS mark, off LBS mark. And other projects like Runwal Forest is there, Runwal Bliss is there. And all these projects hover around between anywhere between 1.75 to 2.25 crores. And these are good opportunities. But in terms of time frame, all these projects are committing timelines of 2018, 2019. So you can keep an average of another 6-7 months. So 2019 end or 2020 beginning, you should get this projects, Harshad. And these are good buys, to be very frank with you. And you should look at it before the market starts maturing, the market starts looking up. See, what we're seeing in Bombay as a market is that we're already seeing green shoots in the market like Bombay. Large transactions have started happening, or smart investors or smart customers have already started looking up Bombay. And we are seeing transactions or large volume transactions happening. The only concern that we have is that the retail transaction, which you're talking about, that 1.75 to 2.25 crores, are not happening in volumes. But in coming days, and maybe in next 3 to 4 months' time, you'll see volumes also coming back. Once the volumes comes back, and the price points will start moving up. So it's a fantastic time to look at investing properties, whether it's for end use or whether it's for investment purpose.
Right, Harshad.
Because
so
developers are flexible at this juncture.
Harshad, what Shiva's telling you today over here is that it's a good time to buy into these markets. All of these markets are showing good potential, and prices have gone off a bit in the last year and a half. You've not seen prices going up too much. A lot of supply coming into these markets, which is why it makes it a good time to actually buy in. Also tell us this, Shiva, if you were to choose one location between the three, Bhandup, Kanjurmarg and Vikhroli, which would you choose? in terms of future prospects?
See, all the three micro markets are good, and I don't think there is much of major comparison between these three markets. These are all the three micro markets are good, and the best part about Bombay is that the price points are the price points hovers around 15,000-16,000 rupees, and the 1 BHK or 2 BHK apartment hovers around between, say, from a 1 BHK to 2 BHK hovers around from 1.4 to 1.5 crores to about 2.25 to 2.5 crores. So if the decision of not buying, the decision of buying is not taken at this juncture, then the price points will start moving up and the affordability will take a hit. That's the reason we are seeing that it's always better to make a decision to buy in a market that is perceived to be bad.
Shiva, how much time does he have before prices start moving up?
See, the problem in real estate market is we never know when the price will start moving up. See, there is no very organized way of understanding how the market is moving in terms of the volumes are concerned. So what we're seeing is that we're already seeing green shoots. Customers are coming back to the sites. The walk-ins into the sites have started going up. These are the initial indications that the market will start looking up. So if you ask me, and the volumes will start coming back at least by September, October, and the price will start appreciating by the last quarter of this year. So that's what we are looking at Bombay as a market.
Okay, key takeaway there for all of those viewers who wish to buy homes in Mumbai. The Mumbai market is turning, sales are picking up, and if you want to buy, this is the time, or else probably by the end of this year you should see prices begin to move up. Let's move on. Mrs. Kataria has called in. Tell us what's your question.
हाँ मैडम, मैं पुणे से बात कर रही हूँ, कोथरूड एरिया से.
बोलिए.
तो मैं खुद कोथरूड में ही रहती हूँ और मैं दूसरी एक प्रॉपर्टी परचेस करना चाहती हूँ जो मेरे घर के बाजू में ही है. उसमें 11 फ्लोर का उनका बिल्डिंग चल रहा है और वो मेरा बजट 4.6 समथिंग था. तो मैं जब बिल्डर के पास गई थी मिलने के लिए तो उन्होंने मुझे रेट बताया था, फर्स्ट फ्लोर का 11,000 बताया था, लेकिन मेरी इच्छा थी कि मैं टॉप फ्लोर पे पेंट हाउस खरीदूं, लेकिन उन्होंने फिर वापस वो रेट बढ़ा दिया, 16,000 कर दिया. अगर वो मैं 16,000 में परचेस करती हूँ, अगर उसमें फिर मेरे कुछ चेंजेस वगैरह रहेंगे तो वो चेंजेस का तो वो रेट लगाएंगे कि ये वॉल उन्होंने कम कर दिया या तो कुछ दरवाजे का मतलब डोर का जो भी है वो चेंजेस रहेगा, ऐसे कुछ तो हो जाता है. हाँ. तो मैं क्या सोच रही थी कि मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि अगर हम लोग बिल्डर के पास जाते हैं और अगर टॉप का हम लोग फ्लैट
पेंट हाउस लेते हैं,
चाहते हैं, हाँ, तो उसका 16,000 वो रेट ऑलरेडी लगाते हैं और फिर वापस वो जो चेंजेस रहेंगे उसका भी वो रेट लगाएंगे. तो ऐसा क्यों है? वो नहीं होना चाहिए.
जी मिसेस कटारिया, वो तो बात तो यही है कि वहाँ पर आप बिल्डर से कुछ काम तो करवा रही है, इसीलिए दाम लगा रहे. वैसे आपको कोथरूड के बारे में भी अगर जानना है तो शिवा, कैन यू टेल हर समथिंग अबाउट द कोथरूड मार्केट? शी प्लान्स टू बाय अ पेंट हाउस ओवर हियर. शी इज ऑलरेडी लिविंग देयर एंड दिस विल बी हर सेकंड हाउस एंड the builder is quoting 15,000 rupees for this penthouse, 15,000 per square foot. Do you think it's a good rate and should she buy into this market?
See, any city will have certain micro market which is driven by the people from within the city. Kothrood is one of those micro markets in Pune which is driven by Maharashtrians or people from Pune. And it's a very traditional residential real estate market. You won't see people from outside Pune or from people from Bombay, people from other parts of the country, people who are working in the IT firms looking at Kothrood as a location. So it's a purely an end user market. So I would say it's a market which is driven primarily from people from within Pune. And see, it's a fantastic location. It's got seamless connectivity. And the price points hovers around between 11,000 to 12,000 rupees per square feet. Just to have a specific question, why the developers are charging more on a duplex that's on the topmost floor. Typically, the topmost floor duplex are considered to be the premium products, and that's where the developers will start leveraging the pricing. They start trying to make profitability out of it. So these are considered to be those products where you'll get much better price points than something in a lower floors. And typically, in those part of the country, what we've seen is that the premium goes up as you start moving up. And it is not a surprise that a developer is charging a premium for a topmost floor, whereas we are getting at about 11,000 to 12,000 rupees for a lower floor. And with respect to the additional charges, it's up to the customer and the developer. I'm saying today's scenario, for a duplex that on a top floor at a premium product, developers will be more than willing to sit along with you, discuss, negotiate, and there could be a good possibility that the developer might waive off those additional construction cost. And it's a matter of having a discussion. It's a matter of intent. It's a matter of how serious you are in terms of buying that product.
राइट मिसेस कटारिया, तो आपका जवाब यही है कि अगर आप खरीदना चाहती है तो बेशक खरीदे, लेकिन जो दाम ज़्यादा लगा रहे वो इसलिए क्योंकि आप एक प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट भी ले रही है डेवलपर से, टॉप फ्लोर का अपार्टमेंट ले रही है, इसीलिए दाम ज़्यादा है. और अगर आप काम करवाना चाहती है वहाँ पर तो मार्केट ऐसा है, फ़िलहाल तो बायर्स मार्केट है. आप बेशक डेवलपर के साथ बैठकर बात कर सकती है, बातचीत कीजिए और थोड़ा बहुत नेगोशिएट कीजिए और देखिए कि कोई एक अच्छा सा डील शायद आपके हाथ लगे. Moving on, Mayank has written in on our website. He says that he's planning to invest in or around Sarjapur Road for a 2 BHK with good amenities as an end user. His budget is around 60 lakh rupees plus registration charges. He wants to know how is Sarjapur Road as a locality for investment. He wants you to suggest good projects here. He's also looked at a project himself called Uber Verdant. Now, he wants your feedback on that project. Shiva, Sarjapur Road is quite a favorite location for a lot of people who want to buy into Bangalore.
Oh, Sarjapur Road is one of the, I would say, it has become more matured now. It's not an emerging market no longer. Sarjapur Road is one of the prime locations today with good social infrastructure, good connectivity. It has got a good developments there, and closer to that is it's a hub of all the IT professionals. And it's no longer a market which used to say that about 7-8 years back saying there is an emerging market. So it's a good destination to be in, and you will definitely get properties, and that's the speciality of Bangalore. Any location, any price band, any price, except I'm talking about the peripheries, you will get the properties at 60 to 70 lakh. It's definitely possible in Sarjapur Road. You've got a lot of large developers setting up their projects there. SJR is another prominent developer who has got properties there. You've got all prominent developers, whether it's Purvankara, Shobha, all these developers have got projects there. Another small time developers called Mirror on Water is also there in that locality. So it's a good location to buy, and because of the connectivity that it has, and 60 to 70 lakhs is a good buy. You will definitely get it. And the best part is that these are the products which will give you better appreciation in coming years. A 60 to 70 lakh product, there is room for growth, there is room for appreciation, and definitely in 4-5 years you'll see a growth percentage of close to about 35 to 40%. So it's a phenomenal area to invest, and Bangalore as a market is looking up as far as the commercial absorption is concerned. It clocked one of the largest absorption or the highest absorption in the year 2015, and I think it's a safe bet in terms of investment is concerned.
Right, and Sarjapur Road is the IT hub, is close to the IT hub as well. So, like Shiva said, and also if you can look at the charts that we're showing you right now, Mayank, prices are hovering around 4,955 rupees per square foot, which means it is in what, market watchers and experts like Shiva would call the sweet spot. Like he said, 60 to 70 lakhs, and there is a lot of supply in that particular budget over here. And like Shiva said, you should see a lot of upside as well. So yeah, great location. I mean, it's a great pick. So go ahead, shortlist your project and come back to us if you need anything else. We have Shiv Prakash now who's called in. Tell us what's your question.
Hello.
Hello, Shiv Prakash.
Yes, madam. Good evening, madam.
Good evening. Tell me what's your question.
Madam, we want to purchase one property opposite to Manata Park. Builder is Golden Properties. I want to know the builder's value and also the place where we can invest, and what is our position of about a investment, madam. Appreciation.
Yeah, Shiv Prakash, you've already identified one property, right? This is Golden Properties.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Properties.
Golden Gate Properties, and you want to know what are the other options in that area, in and around Manyata Park?
Yeah.
Okay. Shiva, another Bangalore question here, in and around Manyata Park. Again, another very in-demand location.
Yeah. See, the best part about Bangalore is that it's, I've reiterated many a times, Bangalore as a market is driven by people from outside. So there is no specific affinity or affiliation towards any location. And what we've seen interestingly about Bangalore is that the locations compete each other, the projects compete each other, and only because of the fact that the commercial establishments are all across. So I've told you before that if you look at a corporate like IBM is available in all across Bangalore. So nobody is better with location in Bangalore. So what happens is that a Hennur will compete with Tannisandra, a Tannisandra will compete with Varattur, a Varattur will compete with Sarjapur, Sarjapur will compete with Banargata. So this phenomenon makes the market very interesting. We gives a lot of stability to the market, and the one which you're talking about is closer to Manyata, and this is a phenomenal location. This is a fantastic pick as far as the Bangalore is concerned, and the markets like Tannisandra, Hennur is not very far off from these locations, and the prices hover around between 5,000 to 5,500 per square feet at this juncture, and what we feel is that in coming days, and maybe by 2020, 2019, this price points definitively will touch about, say, 7,000, 7,250 per square feet. So it's a great location to be in. And to a specific question, Golden Properties have been there for the system for a long time, and they've delivered the projects also. It's a good project to be in. And but rather than looking at a project specific kind of a thing, as a location, it's a fantastic pick. I think you should look at it, different projects in that area, do your due diligence properly, visit the site, look at the pace of progress, what's happening in terms of construction is concerned. What is important at this juncture is to look at the fundamentals, which is location, the sizing, the pricing, and above all, the pace of progress, which is extremely key to the for the delivery of the project.
Right.
So please make your due diligence properly and make a decision.
Right, Shiv Prakash. So that's your answer there. It's a great location to buy into Manyata, close to the Manyata Tech Park. It's a great location there. Plus, you have chosen quite a reputed developer, so you shouldn't be going wrong. Though, however, ensure that you do conduct your due diligence over there. You can expect prices to run up to around 7,000 to 7,700 by around 2019 or 2020. Next, we have Keyur, who's joined us through email. He says that he stays in a villa in a good society in Vadodara. He wants to shift to a bigger villa now, which is better furnished but cheaper, since it's a developing locality. He wants us to tell how he should go about this. So he wants an upgrade, but he wants to shift to a developing locality. Shiva, Vadodara is quite an interesting market there.
No. Apart from Vadodara being an interesting market, when you're trying to upgrade yourself from a smaller villa to a larger villa, you're looking at a property for yourself. So an end user product. So when it is an end use product, I don't think the investment or the back of the mind that whether the price will go up or not really matters. What is important is that if you like the property, if you like the way the township is emerging or the project is emerging, I think you should go ahead and buy the property. And another important aspect is that the periphery is always, as we say that 60 to 70 lakh product is what is a sweet spot in residential real estate. Similarly, periphery is the way it appreciates in coming years or on a year-on-year basis is much better than what is a matured market. So in terms of appreciation, in terms of the investment destination, it's always better to choose a location which is going to emerge in coming years. So, but with respect to whether I should go ahead upgrade, I think it's a no-brainer. At the end of the day, if it's going for your own end use, I think you should upgrade. And I don't think you should really be really bothered about whether it's going to appreciate this in 5 years, 3 years, 4 years. As a real estate asset, it's bound to appreciate. It's bound to increase its value as you move on. But definitely what we can say is that a location in the periphery will give you much better rate of appreciation on a year-on-year basis than what is currently in a central business district or a matured market.
Right. Shiva, this is a classic dilemma when you are buying real estate to live in. You want to get a good home. You want all the possible amenities in that one home. But you also want to ensure that, you're getting a good deal and this is something that will appreciate given time. Now, you did say periphery, but isn't it also necessary that Keyur, looks into the basics, the things like connectivity, where he works, and how close is it to where he plans to buy into, the schools, the hospitals in the area. And in that, if keeping that in mind, then should he actually go far out into the periphery?
No, of course, that's one area that the customer should take a decision. See, if it's an end use, I assume that the so-called the periphery areas, the connectivity is good and there are good schools available. See, what's happening is that every city is expanding, and the infrastructure facilities are also improving. It may not be as good as what you see in a matured micro market or a good robust the districts. But what you can see is that still the infrastructure is there. If the infrastructure is there and if the connectivity is very good, schools are there, the hospitals are there,
Shiva,
I think
we have a caller who's joined us. So if you could very quickly tell me which locations he should look at in Vadodara.
That's what I'm saying. So you can look at locations like Old Padara Road, Ajwa Road, some pockets of Gotri Road, Sun Farmer Road. These are kind of peripheries that you can look at it in terms of taking a decision of villa properties in these in Vadodara.
Right. And Lakshman Malhotra has called in. Now, Lakshman, tell us what's your question.
Hi. I basically belong to Bombay, born and raised up over here, but I've been wanting to shift over to Bangalore. I'm a pilot.
Okay.
So my job allows me to be close to the airport that is North Bangalore. So I've been really thinking, I've seen a few localities over there which are coming up like Hiranandani and Prestige and Shobha. But how do you think, is it leaving a place like Metro, how feasible it is for the family, and what should be the right budget to move into at least a 3-bedroom villa in North Bangalore?
Okay, what should be the right budget? That's something Shiva would answer. But Lakshman, you are moving to another metro, and in fact, Bangalore offers a standard of life that's equivalent to Mumbai. Shiva, tell us what should be his budget and what area should he look at it in North Bangalore?
Lakshman, I'm sure that you've seen a lot of properties in North Bangalore, which is very close to the airport. One thing that you've really seen is that the quality of construction, the quality of product that you've seen. One is the fact that the villa project that we have seen in Bangalore, whether it's the erstwhile Palm Meadows in Whitefield, or whether it's Shobha's project close to the airport, or any villa project, it's done decently by a good developer. As the end use aspect is much better than what you see in other cities. So Bangalore stands out in terms of luxury at an affordable pricing. So that's the key about Bangalore. Similar product in Bombay is absolutely, it's not possible to reach and it's not possible to afford. Whereas Bangalore, you can get quality product, luxury product at a very good affordable pricing of 2.25 to 2.5 crores. And if you ask me in terms of the areas close to the airport, that's the emerging market. As you rightly said, Hiranandani is there. Ozone has got a project called Ozone Urbania close to that. Shobha has got a project which is slightly expensive. It hovers around 8 to 10 crores. But there are plenty of options available. You have got projects by LGCL. You have got projects by Krishna. You have got projects by Goyals. You have got projects by Unishare. There are plenty of opportunities available in that market. But what stands out is that the price points are quite affordable, but you'll get a fantastic product. So for an end use, the decision to look at it, Bangalore is not bad.
Great decision there, and North Bangalore is one of the hottest markets in the country. Every developer worth his salt is trying to, come up with projects over there. And let's face it, Lakshman, if you do move from Mumbai to Bangalore, you can at least expect, like Shiva said, luxury at affordable prices plus better weather. With that, we are completely out of time on today's show, Property Hotline. AS Sivaramakrishnan, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back on Saturday, however, to answer more queries on buying, selling, or investing in property. You know how to send in your questions. You can write into us on email, on Facebook, and on our website, www.mbnow.in. You can send in video queries. You can also tweet to me. I would love to hear from you. Or call in live like all the other callers you saw on the show. Thank you for tuning in. Keep watching Magicbricks Now.